welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is all about why are you so talented, where does it come from, what's the root cause. So for this reading I've got 4 piles for you to choose from. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to, and after you've selected your pile, there are timestamps in the description box below which you can use to jump ahead to reading to see exactly why and how are you so talented. So let's get straight into it. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's see, why are you so talented? So we have the Hierophant, we have the 5 of Wands, the Star, 8 of Pentacles, the Moon in reverse, the Hierophant again. I can already tell. I can already tell. We have the Sun, 3 of Swords, the Tower, and Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so pile 1, why are you so talented? Of course, with the Hierophant coming up twice, do you know just how wise and smart you really are? Like, you have experience, like the kind of experience you just don't get through life, but something that has been passed down to you from generation to generation. You just know things at times. It's kind of really scary for people who are trying to get advice from you, because it's like you can read their minds, you know. And people are often left wondering that how in the world did you know things that they never even told you. It's just something that you are able to do. And the thing is that with so much wisdom that you have, and it's something that has been there for you since you were young, you know, since you were a child, you were just wiser than others, and at times you were even smarter than the other people around you. And sometimes, you know, when you had something to say and people wouldn't listen, of course it will make you feel bad. Of course, considering we have the 3 of Swords coming up, we have the Tower energy coming through for you. This really tells me that, yeah, you have dealt with your fair share of, you know, pain and everything. But the thing is that I feel like every time you would try to give advice to someone, and they just wouldn't listen. They just didn't think that you knew their life, or you knew what they were going through. But in reality, you knew everything that they were going through, even the things that they weren't telling you. You somehow knew that, okay, this is what this person is dealing with, and this is what this person is going to do. So yeah, it will make you feel really bad, but at the same time, the advice that you give to people, it is often the right advice. And anybody who doesn't take advice from you, or who takes advice but ignores it, doesn't implement it, or doesn't act on it, they're often left in this 3 of Swords a position where they are dealing with the aftermath, the consequences, the problems that arise with not listening to you. So I just feel like this is like a message from the universe to the world, to the people around you, pile 1, that they should listen to you when you are telling them something. That is there. If they want good advice, they should definitely come to you. And of course, like with the Hierophant here, the knowledge, the wisdom, and your ability to give advice, it is something that really truly makes you so talented. Because somewhere I'm also getting the message that somewhere you're able to kind of absorb another person's talent somehow. You are able to do that. I'm not saying that you steal or that you plagiarize or something like that, that you take other people's work and make it your own. No, it's not that. But it's like, for example, you don't know how to do something. Let's say you don't know how to play soccer. Okay, let's just take this example, and you have a friend who knows how to play soccer. So if you're hanging out with that friend, sooner or later you'll actually start understanding and learning to play soccer as well. And it's not like that, oh, you're playing with that person, so eventually you're gonna learn. No, it's like you'll just absorb their ability, because once you start playing soccer as well, you'll be just as good as them, even though you just started where they have been practicing for years and years. The moment you start playing, you're going to be just as good as them. So that's what I meant by, you absorbing the talent of other people. And it's just like a thing that you don't consciously do. It happens at a subconscious level, because you just understand everything so well that once you start acting on that, once you start implementing those things, those skills in your life, you are just as good as everybody else. And this also kind of tells me that probably your observational skills are impeccable. There's nothing that you don't notice, nothing that you don't take into account. If you're watching your friend play, you're going to take into account everything that person is doing, from the way they kick the ball, from the way they run after it, the way, like, whatever science is going on behind that, you will be just taking that into account. And there's going to be so much of that happening that somehow you don't even realize it, and the next thing you know, you're playing soccer. You're actually playing soccer. And on the other hand, with this, the Sun card, Sun is vitality, pile 1. Sun is life. And maybe this is another reason why you're so talented, is because you have the drive, you have the energy. Sun energizes the whole world, the entire universe. There's a reason why the planets revolve around the sun, because they need the energy of the sun. So this card clearly tells me that you have a lot of energy within you. Your health, bless you, is super strong, and because of that, because you have the energy, you have the drive, you're able to have so much talent within you. This the sun energy, it's like, the sun energy is like super powerful, right? Not everybody can. It's like a powerhouse, and that's exactly what you are, pile 1. You are a powerhouse of skills and talent and anything that you want to learn, of knowledge and wisdom. That's what you really are, and that is exactly what makes you so talented. Because as long as you have the drive, you have the energy, you have the willpower, there's nothing that you cannot do. And that's exactly what it is. And on the other hand, with the 3 of Swords here, along with this Tower, oh yeah, every time you go through a transformation, pile 1, every single time, you just come out wiser and better than you were before. So you take your transformations in a really positive manner, even though, yes, they hurt you. Yes, you are deeply uncomfortable by them. You have to go through a lot. Sometimes you hate the fact that you're going through a transformation, but at the same time, you are like, no, this is going to help me in some way or the other. This is going to make me a better person, a stronger person. So even though you're not okay with it, you're unhappy or you're struggling and there's a whole lot of discomfort going around, you are still able to kind of, take the lesson or take whatever the universe wants to give you, take the positive aspect from that transformation and move forward in life. And that is what I feel like that is also another reason for your success as well. Why you're so successful, because of the mindset that you have, pile 1. And we have like the Hierophant coming up twice, which is the number 5, along with this 5 of Wands. So the number 5 is all about change. It's all about transformation. So the way you handle change, the way you are constantly striving towards change, striving for a better change, okay, not like the bad kind of change, towards a better change, that is another reason why you are so talented, because you are like, you know what, I'm not just going to stick to one talent. Okay, I know how to do this. Now I want to learn something else and something new. And you're not afraid to make mistakes. You're like, it's okay. Of course, that's how I'm going to learn. You might be making mistakes. You might be failing at times. We have 3 of Swords coming up. So you might be failing at times, but then we have the Star card here. No matter how many times you fall, pile 1, you'll always get back up. You'll always rise to the occasion, to whatever is required of you. No matter how many times people make fun of you and they tell you that, no, don't do this, don't do that, you're just going to fail, this and that, fine, you failed. But then you're like, it's okay, I'm failing, but then I have to try again. And the way you keep trying and trying, that is what makes you so talented, because you start understanding through your failures what needs to be done and what shouldn't be done. And that's why you're able to kind of learn new skills. And oh my god, this is you guys are so perfect. Pile one. And then we have this 501. So somewhere I'm also getting, like, maybe this is that struggle that I'm talking about, where you're dealing with so much. And it's not just a struggle that you encounter personally, pile one. I feel like you also encounter struggle in terms of your social circle, your career. I mean, there's struggle in like different aspects of your life, but it's not just personal in your spread. So personally, yeah, you might be dealing with failure, you might be dealing with all sorts of things, insecurity, lack of confidence, but it is also the fact that the people around you sometimes are not as encouraging as you would like. And because of that, it's like they try to make it harder for you, you know, because somewhere they might also feel insecure. They want to make sure, excuse me, that you're struggling so that you don't succeed, you don't become better than them. And little do they know that them trying to stop you from learning something, from doing something, is not going to help, because you, with your steadfast approach, with your determined mindset, pile one, you will always be able to do everything because of the drive that you have, the energy that you have, the determination, the zeal that, okay, no, I have to do this, I am going to do it. So people trying to stop you or become a problem for you, become some sort of a barrier for you between you and your goal. That's just you taking it as a challenge and knocking them aside and going toward your destination, whatever your goal is, and making it a reality. So good on you. And with the Eight of Pentacles right there, it is evident that you have no problem. In fact, you enjoy it. In fact, you enjoy working hard. You have no problem working hard, especially in terms of transformation. You would have noticed that it's like all of the responsibilities kind of pile up on you. This is the universe's way of making things even more difficult for you, more challenging for you. But you're like, you know what, bring it on. You're like, I'm just going to work harder. It's okay. This is what is required of me at this time. I'm going to do it. You never shy away from responsibility. You never kind of turn your back on the things that need to be done. And most of all, you don't turn your back on your goals and your dreams, pile one. Oh boy, you really don't. You're such a hardworking soul. And of course, when you're so hardworking, when you're so determined to get something, the universe is going to reward you. The universe is going to give up and be like, you won, you win. It's all yours. Whatever you want to learn, whatever your goals are, you win. And that is why victory comes to you. That's why you get to be the star. You get to rise above, and other people have no choice but to look at you, pile one. And another thing is that the moon in reverse here and the Knight of Pentacles right here, this also tells me that sometimes, like I'm saying, since you're not afraid of failure, you're also not afraid of, like, for you, you prefer working at your own pace, pile one. You're not somebody who's like, okay, everybody is doing this and everybody's at this level, so I need to get to this level as soon as possible. You're like, other people are at this level maybe because of their own experience, because they have been practicing for so long. I'm just a beginner, so yes, I will take my own time. I might learn faster or I might learn slower. It's okay. So you work at your own pace, and because of that, because you have no room for comparison, you have no room for envy or something like that, it gives you that clear path to do what you want when you want. So for example, you started learning a new language, okay? For example, you want to learn Spanish. Just an example, okay? So you're gonna start and you'll be like, okay, I have a lot of things to do in my life, so I'll only be able to dedicate like 1 hour to Spanish every day, okay? And whereas you see other people who are like dedicating 2 or 3 or 4 hours and they're super good at the language, but you're like, they might have a different lifestyle than I do. So, you don't compare, you don't feel envy, or you don't feel bad that, oh, they're able to dedicate so much time to their skills and I'm not. No, you understand who you are and the kind of life you have and how much you are able to kind of do at one point. You understand your limitations and you also understand your strengths as well, which is why there's no room for confusion. There's no room for feeling bad and feeling lost and going like, should I even do this? Should I even do that? Will I ever be good enough? Will I ever accomplish this goal? You're like, one day I will. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but there will come a day when I'll be able to do that. So that really tells me that you whoa. I mean, no wonder you're so talented, because you're so like, you're just focusing and you're just so determined to accomplish something. Of course you're going to get it. And then with the sun here and the Hierophant card, is also I'm also getting this message for you, a Padawan, that you have a serious talent in being a mentor for people, say a teacher or a guide of some sort, mentor of some sort. Like whatever you learn, I feel like maybe another way that you can learn something, Padawan, is by teaching others the same thing. So if you're learning, for example, you're learning Spanish, you learn better maybe if you teach other people the same, whatever it is that you're learning. So if you learned a certain word today, a certain phrase, if you teach the other person the same phrase that you learned, there's a higher chance that you're going to remember that and you'll understand that phrase much better. So you have the skill of, taking the lead, taking charge, because like I'm saying, you don't allow doubt and envy to cloud your judgment. You're like, everybody's living their own life, I'm living my own life. There's no comparison. So yeah, if you ever feel like being the boss of your own life, you already are the boss of your own life, Padawan. But if you prefer being the boss like of your own company or something like that, you want to kind of teach people, if that is something that you're interested in, that is a serious talent that you possess, and that is something that is going to help you thrive as well, because you are going to be learning so much from other people as well as giving them something in return, like in terms of knowledge and experience. So, and that's why I'm saying people really should listen to you when you're giving advice, when you're telling them what to do, what not to do, because that could really help them, considering the amount of wisdom that you possess. I feel like wisdom is your biggest superpower. Wisdom is your biggest talent. And this is the kind of wisdom that comes from experience, that comes from life. So your talent actually comes from your life, the life you've lived, the experiences that you had. Whatever you know, it's all thanks to them, because the way you deal with life, it's so impeccable. Everybody should learn how to live life from you. So if you want to be a life coach, I think that would be a splendid thing. I think that you are going to be doing a favor to the world if you become a life coach, if you kind of guide people on how to live their life or how to have a positive mindset, because not everybody can do that. People seriously struggle when it comes to life. All right, so let's see what else we have for you. Oh, we have Falling Angel, we have Spiritual Narcolepsy. The Wall, we have Obstacles. We have a Tidy House, Clarity and Organization. I told you, despite what you have been through, despite the failures you encounter, despite the challenges, one thing about you, a Padawan, is that you're in your head, you're like clear. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly how to get it. Sure, you will encounter failures. You will encounter roadblocks along the way. But that doesn't stop you from going after what you want. Like, you don't give up. I feel like somewhere you people have mastered the art of positive thinking to the point where you're like, you know what, I'm not going to allow this negative voice in my head to keep going, even if the voice is talking, because that is natural for the voice to, go on inside our heads. But few people have the ability to kind of not listen to it and not internalize all that negative energy that the mind is kind of spewing at you. And I feel like you are one of those few people, Padawan. That's why, you're like ahead of the others in a way, because you're clear. You're like, it's okay. My inner voice is going on and on, telling me I'm not good enough, telling me I'm not, I'm not deserving of this. But I know what I want, and I know I'm somewhere, I am deserving of it, because the universe is kind of putting that desire in my heart, because somewhere the universe wants me to have that. So I'm going to keep working towards it. I'm not going to listen to that inner voice who's telling me that I can never have what I want. So you have this Tidy House, and with the Clarity and Organization coming through, this is there because not only is your mind clear and organized, your house, your environment is also clear and organized, which kind of really helps you focus better. A lot of times people give this as a remedy that, okay, you need to clean more. Cleaning is important for you so that you can gain that clarity. For some, it really helps when they clean their room, they clean their house, because that helps clear some of that clutter in their mind as well. Because once they see their surroundings like all neat and clean, they're able to do the same for their mind. But with you, pile one, you're very, and somewhere I'm also getting this message with the tidy house here, that you have this talent of kind of really organizing things, of really clean. You might have this talent of cleaning, like you might be very good at cleaning, and that's not a bad thing. Like it's such a good thing. It's a huge talent in my opinion that you're so good at it. Like you know exactly what is needed and what is not serving your surroundings or what is not serving you in any way, and you are going to be quick to throw that thing out. So if anybody wants some sort of clarity in their mind, I feel like they really should come to you. You are that talent. You have the talent to kind of really sort things out in life. I mean, you have the cards for success, Helen, because you know exactly what is required in your life and what is not. All right. So yeah, this is all I have for you, Helen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see, why are you so talented? All right, we have the Page of Cups, the 9 of Cups, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, and 3 of Swords, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and Ace of Cups. Oh, you abundant people. Pile 2, if ever you have a talent, it's going to be the talent of abundance, which means that there's no limit to the talent that you possess and the talent that you can possess. So one thing is for sure, never think that you can only learn a few skills in your lifetime. No. In your case, it's unlimited. Whatever you want to learn, whenever you want to learn, whether you're old and gray, whether you're young and bright, whatever you want to learn, whenever you want to learn, you can do it. No matter what. And somewhere I feel like you also are determined to learn. For example, God forbid, if, for example, you're facing some sort of challenge, okay? Some kind of challenge that life has thrown at you, which is like really hinders your daily functioning in some way. And other people will come and tell you and that you cannot do something or the other because of the challenges that you're facing. You prove them wrong. You're like, no matter what kind of challenge I'm facing, whether it's physical, spiritual, psychological, in terms of my social circle, in terms of my career, in terms of my love life, whatever it is that I'm going through, it doesn't matter, because you kind of prove everybody wrong. You just, whatever challenge is standing in your way, however the odds are stacked against you, you just have the power to break through those walls, to overcome those challenges, and learn exactly what it is that you want to learn. You are the people who would be considered a miracle by society, because you are doing the impossible. We have Page of Cups coming through. That's why I'm saying you are abundant. Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups. Look at this lotus. The lotus rises from the dirt. It grows from the dirt, and it is so beautiful. Despite the challenges that it has gone through, despite the environment that it comes from, the lotus is one of the most beautiful flowers out there, and some people are downright obsessed with this flower. So this is the same thing that I'm telling you, that no matter what life throws your way, pile 2, you'll always be able to kind of, one, overcome the challenges. And I'm telling you that. So right now, if you're feeling that, oh, I'm going through a tough time in my life, and I don't know if I'll ever come out of it. This is your confirmation, pile 2, that no matter what you go through, good times, bad times, a small struggle, a big struggle, you'll always be able to overcome it. And you'll always emerge victorious. Always. You can write it down. Write it down, keep it to yourself, that you'll always make it out. You just know how to kind of figure out things despite there being no way out. If you see there's no way out, you'll carve a way out. That's the kind of talent you possess, pile 2. And that's why success will always come to you. You'll always be victorious. Sometimes your victory might take some time, your success might be delayed, but it will come to you because you are not going to give up. You're not going to stop until you have it. Even if you have to do whatever it takes to get it. Wow, I've never seen such determination. Never seen such determined people in my life. You really should teach people how to be determined and to be focused on their goals. Look at this, the Chariot card coming up for you. This is the card of victory. That's why I'm saying every time you try to do the impossible, you, pile 2, will make it possible. You really will. Oh boy. And yeah, sometimes, and with the Three of Swords here, and this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this really tells me that, and this Six of Cups in reverse as well. Life really, when life wants to challenge you, specifically you, pile 2, you would have noticed that life really throws the biggest challenge your way. Some people go through, small struggles in their life. Or sometimes people go through small struggles on a regular basis. When it comes to you, either you have been going through some small struggle or you've been struggling your entire life, or it could be that whenever the challenge has come your way, it was big. It was difficult. And I mean by difficult, I mean really difficult, but to the point where your life was up for a toss, the stakes were high, the odds were against you, you didn't know what's going to happen, you didn't know whether you had a future or not, but despite all that, pile 2, you continued forward. You did not give up. You were like, I have no idea what's going on, I have no idea whether I'm going to make it, whether I'm going to succeed in this, whether I'm just destined for failure. You didn't know, you were scared, you were worried, but you kept walking, you kept moving forward. You're like, it's okay, let's take it one day at a time, let's slow down. Let's not panic, even though you were panicking so much on the inside, but probably for the people on the outside, you had to be strong, you had to be rational, whereas there was chaos ensuing inside of you. But with this King of Swords right here, you were like, no, I'll figure something out. Every time you are you're facing some sort of a challenge, pile 2, your mind kicks into drive. Like it kicks into high gear, and you're like, okay, because normally when people go through it, when they're facing a challenge, their mind shuts down because panic takes over. They're freaking out, they're being irrational, they're coming up with all sorts of ridiculous ideas and solutions that just gets them into more trouble. But in your case, pile 2, you just have this way. You're like, okay, I'm in a situation. I need to make sure that my mind is clear. The chaos could be all around me, but I cannot let it reach my mind. You're that sensible. You guys are like superheroes. Pile 2, I'm not exaggerating right here. This is exactly the feeling that I'm getting, the energy that I'm getting from your cards. You're downright superheroes. Because this is something that that a lot of people are not able to master. And since you have such a clear mind, a sharp mind, I feel like your talent comes from your intelligence. You have a very analytical mind. Every single time there's a problem of whatever nature, whether you're just solving an equation or something. Your analytical mind, your intelligence really takes you far, really makes the possible, really makes the impossible possible. And you know how people say that if you want to manifest your true life, you need to have a positive mindset. It's all about the mindset and how the law of attraction works and all of those things, the manifestation techniques, they're all related to the mind. The mind is super powerful. And lucky for you, pile 2, consider it a blessing from the universe, or give yourself credit for being so rational and so smart and so intelligent that anything is possible for you. It truly is. And your talent truly comes from your intelligence. It truly comes from you being logical. And yeah, and even when you want to express yourself emotionally in some way, the best way, like, you know that, okay, if I excuse me, if I am showing a certain emotion to certain people, it's going to work, like it's going to help me get success, or it's going to help me convince those people. But excuse me, but if I'm showing a certain this kind of an emotion, is not going to work. So even like what kind of emotion should be used when. The intensity of emotions, you even know that okay, I need to be this amount of happy and I'm supposed to be this amount of sad in front of these kind of people. Only then will I be able to get through to them. So you have this intelligence. So it's not just that you have this intelligence of being very systematic or being just very logical. You have the emotional intelligence as well, pile 2. And that's why you're like just destined for success. You're incredibly fortunate, and you're already abundant, like internally, in terms of your soul, in terms of your intelligence, in terms of the talent that you possess. You're highly abundant, but you're just going to get more of it. The older you get, the more you experience life, the more challenges you'll face, because I hope you don't face challenges, but then life has a way of challenging every single one of us. So whatever challenge you'll face, know that you'll always emerge victorious, as long as you're not letting your mind kind of get, be infected or be infected by this negative energy. You're good to go. You really are. So if you want to ever give credit to someone about your success or regarding your talent and your skills, give yourself that credit. Give that credit to yourself. Because the universe has blessed you with intelligence, but you make use of that intelligence. You don't let any negative energy through into that intelligence. You won't let that intelligence be contaminated by anything and any kind of energy that doesn't serve you in the long run. So you're also working hard to kind of preserve the blessing that the universe has given you, to take care of it, and to help, to make it better. So I feel like with this Wheel of Fortune here, you love to read books, and reading is like one of the ways that you learn so much. Reading teaches you so many things about the world, about people. Books teach you all of that. So if you're somebody, and somewhere, I don't know why, but this is looking like a book to me. I know it's not a book, but it's looking like one for some reason. But so the more you read, the more you learn, the better you'll get. And never ever, write it down. Pile 2, don't ever think that there's nothing that you cannot learn. You can do anything. And we have this 9 of Cups coming through for you, which is obvious that you're meant for success. And whatever competition you go into, whatever you do in life, you'll always be awarded for it. And somewhere I'm also seeing that with this 9 of Cups here, the Wheel of Fortune here, you're destined for this kind of success where you're getting a lot of rewards, a lot of awards, a lot of appreciation and recognition. I feel like you are destined for that kind of success. So maybe one day you'll be famous, who knows? But even if you're not famous, you'll definitely be successful. There will be people who will be looking up to you, who will be coming to you. And definitely you're the kind of person who should be telling their life story at some point in their life. If you want to write a biography or an autobiography or something, go for it. I feel like people will benefit a lot from learning about you and your life, because you're one of the most talented people out there, Pile 2. And like I'm saying, your talent is limitless. It is downright limitless. You want to learn something, you do it. You don't want to, that's up to you. But know that you can do it. And some of you guys might even know that somewhere. That, yeah, I can learn it if I want to. I'm just not doing it because of maybe you're lazy, or maybe you're just not interested in learning that thing. Whatever it is, you're like, I know I can learn it, I just don't want to. That's the case with you, Pile 2. And of course, with the 3 of Swords here and the Ace of Cups, this is also telling me that I feel like when you face a challenge, or when you come across some sort of a problem in your life, Pile 2, it's like if the universe is taking away something from you, you just end up taking it back, and you take it back in abundance. So for example, this is just an example, you lost $5, okay? The universe kind of took that away from you. Through some means, something happened. But you're like, oh my gosh, I lost $5. I have to get that back. I have to make up for it, for that loss that I've endured. So you're going to start working hard. You're going to do whatever it takes to get that $5 back. But then when you'll get it back, the universe is not going to give you $5. The universe is going to give you $15 or maybe $25 or $50 in return, because you have this Ace of Cups coming through. So abundance, and this new happiness. And somewhere I've also I'm starting to understand this about you as well, Pile 2, that the challenges that you face, you kind of, you're very mature about those challenges. You're like, okay, this is happening. It's probably going to bring something new. It's probably here to teach me something that I don't know. So I'm just going to see what it is. I'll try to find the silver lining in every single thing that is happening. And lo and behold, we have the Ace of Cups. You are able to do that. You are able to let go of the old and welcome in the new. And that is something I would call it a talent, because a lot of people do not know how to do that. A lot of people are so content with their past, living in the past all the time, thinking about the past, that they're not able to kind of see the blessings that they have now. Even if, and maybe that happens because the blessings are not as grand or as big as they were in the past. So maybe that's why it's hard for people to do that. But in your case, you're like, yeah, I'm still blessed, and and the universe will give me more with time. I just have to be a little patient. I just have to see this through and see what happens. You are so mature, so mature, Pile 2, in terms of everything. And of course, that is going to make you more talented, because you are like open to new knowledge. You're open to new things. You're not afraid of experiencing anything new that life has to throw your way. If you do not want to experience it, it's because you are just not interested. Not that because you think that, oh, you're going to fail. You're not afraid to fail. All right. See, lost compass, getting back to integrity. Oh, this is kind of really telling me that whenever you feel lost, Pile 2, I think one thing that really works for you is like going back to your roots, going back to, how you started off first. You are not really afraid of starting from square one, but you're also like, okay, how did I get to this point? How did I get so much success? You'll go back to it. You'll go back to the basics. And then we have joyful muse. We have inspiration. I mean, of course, with this Page of Cups coming through, we have inspiration. And then we have skywriting, the fates. I want to read this card for you from the book. I mean, I'm getting my own messages for this card, but somewhere I also want to read this for you. We'll just go here. Okay. the which we cannot change, non-judgment. It is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. It does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds, nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It's just your path, which parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection, nor not good or bad, neither in flow nor blocked, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you're facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection to a call to creativity or a new identity in your work or another area of life with all your heart and soul. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Like I'm telling you, you are not afraid of challenges. You're not afraid of that. Ooh, wow. And the thing is that with this joyful muse card coming up for you, you seek inspiration where all else is lost. You still are able to get that. That's why I'm saying you make the impossible possible. And that's the whole thing with the skywriting, the fates card coming up for you, that no matter what life throws your way, you are ready to get into it. Your love for adventure makes you so talented. Because you have the skills, you have the intelligence to deal with whatever it is that you're facing. So never take your intelligence for granted. Never think that you're not intelligent, Pile 2, because you are. You truly are. And that is why you can do anything and everything that you ever want, all right? So yeah, this is all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see. Why are you so talented? Okay, so we have Four of Cups. We have Queen of Swords in reverse. The Lovers. Six of Swords. Death in reverse. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Nine of Swords. Four of Cups again. Okay, this is really telling me. And we have the Lovers again. That's super interesting. All right, Pile 3. One thing is there. You are very good in terms of love. Like, you have some serious talent when it comes to love. People might call you Cupid or such kind of things. They might call you the god or the goddess of love, something of that sort. Maybe because you just give really good relationship advice. You are really big on love and giving love, and making sure that people are always loving each other, of living in harmony. The word harmony is like really prominent in your cards at this point, because we have the Six of Swords, we have the Lovers, which is the number 6 as well. So definitely you're big on that. On the other hand, with this Four of Cups here coming up twice for you, Pile 3, one of your talents is that, you're really focused. Like, when you've set your sights on something, you are going to get it. You're not going to stop until you have it. It's like, you might be very good at target practice. For example, like archery or darts or something of that sort. You are very good at those kind of games, because you're like, okay, this is the target. This is what I have to hit. This is the mark I need to reach. And you do it. You never settle for anything less. And sometimes life turns you in ways, or life takes such a turn that some people have no choice but to compromise. Some people have no choice but to just accept the hand life has dealt them. But you, Pile 3, you're like, no matter the hand life deals you, whether it's good, whether it's bad, you're like, no, this is what I want. I'm not going to settle for anything less. I don't care if the universe doesn't want to give it to me right now. I know I'm going to keep asking for it. I'm not going to substitute it for anything. I'm not going to settle for anything less. I only want this particular thing, and I'm not going to stop until the universe gives it to me. So in that aspect, you're like so determined. So that's the whole thing. Since your focus is so strong, your ability to concentrate is so strong, No matter what you want to do, no matter what you want to learn, pile 3, you will do it. And this also tells me that because of your power of concentration, your ability to focus on a particular task, you'll easily be able to master any skill or talent that you wish to do. So if you, for example, you want to learn chess, I'm getting this message that I need to use chess as an example here. So if you want to learn chess, you're gonna dedicate your time, all your time and all your efforts into learning chess. If you're learning chess, you're only learning how to play chess. If you're learning to paint, you're only learning how to paint. You're gonna be that focused. And because of that, you have the power to master a technique, a skill, a talent. You know, some people they have this thing of learning multiple things at the same time. So what happens is when they're doing that, they're kind of scattering their energy, they're scattering their concentration, and they're scattering their time. And because of that, it takes them longer to learn or to master. And most of the times they're not even able to master because they're just not, they're dedicating their time to so many different things. It's going to take them forever to master something. But in your case, a pile 3, you're like, okay, I'm just going to focus on one thing at one point, and I'm going to get through it. I'm going to master it. And you do that. You definitely do that. So this is one of the reasons why you are so talented, is because of your ability to concentrate, your ability to focus. And with this, the Lovers card coming up, the Cups energy coming through for you, the number 9 coming up for you, I don't know why I'm getting this message that your talent truly comes from the heart, because you become so passionate about something, and passion comes from the heart, right? Passion comes from the soul. So your talent definitely comes from your soul or your heart, because you become so passionate about something that you're just focused on that. Whatever you do it with a passion. And when passion is involved, the universe has to kind of surrender, the universe has to surrender to your will and give you what you want. Because the universe is like, I've tested you enough, but you're so passionate, you're so determined to have this, and you're not ready to settle for anything else, that, okay, you win. You'll have it. So, yeah. And this is so amazing. Okay, so this 999 coming up for you, even though this is a swords here, this is a wands card, but the number 9 coming up for you talks about a completion, near completion, almost. Like, this is like the highest single digit number. So you really do master everything. You do everything to the fullest. You never do anything half baked or something. You're just not like that. If you are being tasked to do something, you will give it your all, whether you like it or not. And I feel like people definitely should take some inspiration from you, pile 3, because you really do everything with perfection. You just know how to do that. You just know how to bring perfection into this world, and you do that. Everything that you do, it's the best. It's of the highest quality. You've written a piece of poetry, or you've written an essay, it's going to be the best one amongst every other out there. So never kind of undermine yourself. Never think that you're not good enough, or whatever, your work is not good enough. Sure, being humble is one thing. Being I just feel like some of you guys are literally kind of blind to your skills. You're blind to your talent. You really think that you're not good at anything, but that's not true, pile 3. Or you might be thinking that, other people can do so many things at the same time and I'm not able to do it, and you might think that that's a bad thing, but that is not a bad thing at all, pile 3. People might know 10 skills and you might only know 3, but you have mastered those 3 skills, whereas the people who know 10 skills, they're intermediate at them at best. So never kind of discredit yourself, never belittle yourself just because you don't have like a resume filled with skills or something. The skills you do possess, you're an expert in those skills. If your resume has like 3 skills or something, there's no one else who's better suited for that job. Like even with 10 skills, like because you're the master at it. And like I was saying with the lover is coming through for you. This is the number 6 coming up for you, the 6 of Swords. The lover is coming up twice. The number 6 talks about harmony. Pile 3, the number 6 talks about friendships and creativity and all of those things. And you are highly, highly creative. That's why I'm saying your talent comes from the heart. Because that creativity is there within your soul. It is there in the passion that you possess, the fire that you have. It is there. And from there, like fire is creation. Fire is creativity. And you, my friend, you, Pile 3, are highly, highly creative people. And that's another talent that you possess, because your creativity doesn't just lie in one area of your life. It's not just about you painting or you doing some sort of art. You're creative in terms of your life. I feel like you people know how to live life in a creative manner. I don't know how you guys know that. I don't know how you do it. But do give some tips to the people who are watching this. I think they can really benefit, because living a creative life, having the ability to create the life that you want, I feel like you are the group, Pile 3, who will be able to do that. Some people say that you decide what to do with your life. You get to write your destiny and everything. Whereas other people say that destiny is written and there's nothing you can do to change it. All of those things. But in your case, it's like you get to decide that, okay, this is the kind of life I want to live, and you work towards that. You take whatever the universe gives you and you mold it according to your needs. So you take both of those school of thoughts, you take both of those scenarios, and you bring them together and live your best life, Pile 3. Do let us know what kind of creative things that you do and how your life is super creative for you. But then, of course, with the 9 of Swords here, somewhere I'm seeing that you are very good at giving relationship advice, but at the same time, when it comes to you, you are just like, you might experience some difficulties in terms of love, or maybe you just find it really hard to love yourself sometimes, Pile 3, and that is understandable. That happens when you're dealing with something difficult in life, something heavy, but never stop loving yourself. And somewhere I'm also sensing this, that even if your life is in disharmony and it's just chaos around you, but even then you still have the ability to kind of bring harmony into other people's life. I really don't know how you do that. But you just know how to create that. And somewhere I'm also seeing that with this 9 of Swords here and the Lovers here, that whereas some people really struggle with bringing a peace to their mind, having peace of mind and everything, you might encounter challenges in terms of peace of mind, but at the end, you succeed in that. You succeed in having that peace of mind, because like I'm saying, you don't settle for anything less. You're like, no, this is what I want. I'm willing to wait for it, but I'm not willing to accept anything else. So your patience, your determination, your courage, your bravery, you're so brave. Pile 3, you're so brave. You're not afraid to ask for, some people are just afraid that, okay, I'm asking this from the universe. Will the universe give it to me? Should I even ask for it? What if the universe gives me something bad in return? What if something bad happens or something? You're like, no, this is what I want. I'm not afraid to ask for it. So one thing is there, you're brave enough to ask the universe for what you want. On the other hand, whenever you encounter a problem, whenever you encounter a challenge, you are brave enough to face it. You're not a coward, Pile 3. You're not a coward. You are brave, you are strong. And 9 of Pentacles here with this 9 of Swords along with the Lovers card, this really tells me that your bravery really helps you feel content in your life, because you have this feeling inside of you where you're like, I can face anything. And you can, you truly can. It's not a delusion that you're dealing with, that Pile 3 is being delusional, thinking that they can do whatever they want. No, Pile 3, in your case, you can truly do whatever you want. And especially like if life is throwing challenges your way, you're like, let's deal with it. Let's play. Let's be creative about these challenges and see what kind of exciting things I can come up with. For you, challenges in life are like puzzles, which you need to solve. And somewhere the thought of puzzles really excite you. It gets you really, determined to solve them, to get the answer. So that's what I'm saying, your bravery is really going to make you super successful, and never kind of think that you're not brave. Everybody deals with fear, Fear is common. It is understandable. It's human. But despite the fear that you might face, Pile 3, you're like, no, I'm still going to do it. I know I'm afraid, but I'm still going to try. I might be dealt with rejection, maybe now, but one day I will get that acceptance that I want. I will get what I want. So you step forward. Despite the anxiety brewing inside of you, like the storm right here, you take that step forward. And that's why you are able to achieve that peace of mind. You're able to achieve whatever it is that you set out to do. And you would have noticed that throughout your life. If you want something, sure, it will come with its challenges, but at the end, you're always victorious. At the end, you always get what you want. You might fail a few times, but then you don't give up. And that's what makes you this truly powerful person, Pile 3. And you'll always be powerful, because you are not going to give up. And the thing is that, for example, another message that I'm getting for you is that you don't like to leave any loose ends. When you finish a job, you truly finish it. You won't be like, okay, for example, if you've been given the assignment to solve like 10 questions, you're not going to stop, or you're not going to rest until you've solved all of those 10 questions. No loose ends, not in life, not in your career, not in any aspect. And that's why you truly are the master. You truly are the expert. Because no one can ever doubt you. No one can ever doubt the quality of your work, the quality of your life, and the way you've built it. No one can do that. Because they see the hard work you've put into this. They see the effort that has gone into it. And it shows. Your efforts truly reflect your work. You are true artists, you are true masters, and never think of yourself as anything less. And always be proud of the fact that when you do a job, you do a really good job. I'm so proud of you, Pile 3. I just want to tell you that I'm so proud of you, and I'm so glad that you exist, because we need people like you. The world definitely needs experts out there. The world definitely needs people who do a good job, who are not just content with whatever they've managed to do. Or some people say that some people don't really do a good job, and they say that we've given our best, this is our best. Maybe you have really high standards for yourself, because even your best, you're like, no, this can be better, I need to do better. So you're always kind of setting the bar really high for yourself. And yeah, I'm not saying, for some it could be really debilitating, because when they're not able to reach that expectations, they feel really bad about themselves. But in your case, you understand your limitations. You're like, okay, this is what I'm able to do at this point. This is the best. So I'm just going to try and do a little better than this. Just a little better. Not too high. But even if you're not able to do, or you're not able to reach the bar you've set for yourself, you're still able to reach that minimum threshold that you have. And that's good enough. But you're like, no, I'm going to try harder next time. I'm going to do better next time. So this ability to grow, this desire to grow and become a better version, That's why you're so talented here, pile 3, okay? And we have cosmic womb, the divine feminine. Okay, see, I was telling you, super creative people, super like harmonious, very creative, very friendly. You guys are very friendly, super kind. People just love to be your friends. Okay, we have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. This is you. Okay, and we have lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Okay, that is interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, like I was saying, this ability to master things, this is something that probably has been going on for centuries and centuries. Some people might even say, oh, you're just born smart, you're born lucky, you're born as this really special person. And maybe that power of yours, that ability or that talent of yours is coming straight from the ancestors. Maybe your ability to master things really quickly is coming from the ancestors, because this card is clearly saying that you have some ancestral gifts with you, pile 3, and that really do help you. Even if it's not any kind of a superpower, it's just the knowledge that has been passed down. Maybe that's why it's very easy for you to kind of master things, even if it takes you some time, because you are human, you're not your ancestors. So your limitations might kind of make it difficult for you, or help slow down the process of you becoming an expert. But this wisdom ensures that you master a particular talent or a skill. And then we have this overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. One thing is, this is kind of giving me the message that the kind of knowledge that you possess, because like I'm saying, you are the expert in your field, whatever skill. If you're learning chess, you'll know everything about chess. You are going to be overflowing and overwhelming other people with your knowledge of chess. You will know everything. You will even know how to beat someone at chess and everything that needs to be done. Everything, the history, the present, the future of chess, you'll know it. So that is there. The knowledge that you possess is overwhelming. It is plenty, it is abundant. And like I was saying with this card right here, that you are super creative and you have this ability, like I'm saying, because the cosmic, the divine feminine it's a very receptive energy. So you are more than open to receiving new information, new knowledge. And since we have this overflow coming up for you, you're ready to receive abundance in a way, and that abundance can come in any form. Pile 3, right? So yeah, this is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's see why you're so talented. Okay, so we have 3 of Pentacles. We have the Empress in reverse. That's another number 3 coming up for you. There is 5 of Cups, Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, Two of Swords, 3 of Wands, another 3 coming up for you. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and 5 of Wands. All right. Pile 4, you and the number 3. Very creative people, very, you can say different people, I would say. I feel like your talent really comes from being different. You are one of a kind, first of all. There is nobody like you. And there can never be anybody like you. And you, with this 2 of Swords here, people will always wonder, what makes you so different? What is it about you that's the odd thing that's there? You often feel like the odd one out in terms of, like, if you're with your friends, your family, you're like, why am I so different? Why am I so weird? People openly come up to you and say that you're weird and you're strange and you're different. They're not afraid to tell you that you're the odd one out. And even the skills and the talents that you possess, they are downright different. I'm getting the word bizarre, but it's something that people are not able to understand. It's just they're not equipped to comprehend you or your talents or your skills. But at the same time, with this 3 of Wands here, people might come up to you and they will say that, oh, what's the point of having this skill when it's not useful? People will say that to you, they'll be like, your skills and your talents are of no use to us. So, and maybe because of those things, you have found it difficult to get a job. You have found it difficult to start your career. And the thing is, pile 4, that it's not that your skills or your talents are useless. No way. It's just that they're futuristic. Your skills and your talents will be required in the future, not right now. You are meant for the future. You're not meant for the past. Or that's why people find it strange. People are not able to understand you because they're not at that same level. You are far ahead of them in terms of time, in terms of your mindset, in terms of your talent, your skills. You are the future, pile 4. And whatever skills you possess, whatever talents that you possess, they are related to the future. So don't ever think that you're useless. And that's why you have a hard time finding a career for yourself as well. Because currently, people do not see the significance of your talents. They just think that, oh, this is not required. We don't need this. But there will come a time, because we have the 3 of Wands here, which talks about the future. There will come a time where you will be the focus of everybody. Your skills, your talents will be what will be required. Probably like now you would have noticed that AI is kind of taking over, and maybe you're somebody who kind of really understood and mastered AI like a really long time ago, even before this whole thing was a thing. Before AI was nothing but a concept and a fantasy in people's minds. You were somehow able to kind of bring that to reality. Or you were working with AI for a really long time, or something of that sort. Yeah, very futuristic of pile 4. And at the same time, you're very different. Very different. And with this 2 of Swords here, incredibly closed off. This also tells me that you have a lot of secret talents, secret skills that people just don't know about. And unless somebody's there to experience or to witness those talents and those skills, they'll never know. You just won't tell them. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't like to brag about their skills and their talents. Maybe you're somebody who's just like to keep everything on a down low. You're like, I don't want to brag, I don't want to tell people, or I don't want to show off about my skills. And that's why I'm saying, people will never know the extent and the amount of skills and talents that you possess. 2 of Swords. Probably it's only the closest people to you who might be aware of them. But even then, they might not know the true extent of those talents. So for example, I'm just getting this example in my head. For example, origami, like that paper folding art, that Japanese art. So maybe your friends have gotten to know, like you didn't tell them, but they saw you doing origami. They saw you making some animal. Maybe they saw you making a monkey, okay? And according to them, they might just think that, okay, you know how to make a monkey, you know how to make like a few other animals. But in reality, you have truly mastered the art of origami, and there's nothing that you cannot make. You can do all sorts of things. That's what I'm saying. Some people will not understand the full extent of your talents. So for example, you are a writer. You have written a romance novel. Okay. And so people will just think that you only write romance novels, you're only good at writing romance novels. But in reality, you're good at writing every single genre, be it mystery, be it fantasy, historical, anything. You're good at writing every single genre that possibly exists on this planet. All right, so yeah, definitely some hidden aspects to you, some mysteries revolve around you, and yep, that is going to be there. But you are a very futuristic person, pile 4. And with this a three of pentacles right here, it's kind of telling me that the people around you are very supportive of you. And somehow I'm also getting this message that when you want to learn something, pile 4, we have two of swords here. The universe works in mysterious ways to bring knowledge to you. You want to learn how to cook something, and you are like, you're just like, okay, I want to do this. The universe is going to start supporting you in your endeavors, because three of pentacles is all about collaboration. It also talks about support and cooperation. So if you want to learn the skill of cooking, the universe is going to bring you information from all over the place, like in mysterious ways. For example, somebody will come up to you and be like, okay, let me teach you how to make this today. Or you'll be scrolling through social media and you'll come across a recipe or something, or a new cooking technique or something. And you'll learn and you'll understand, okay, this is what it is. So the universe starts helping you. And when the universe is helping you, it's impossible not to get what you want, So, and you would have noticed that every time you've asked to learn a skill, you've told the universe that, okay, this is what I want to learn now. This is what I want to do. The universe has come through for you, pile 4. So I do see the certain blessing that the universe has in terms of your skills and talents, because the universe is ready to give you all the talents and all the skills that you want to learn. All you have to do is just ask. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, you guys can go now and make a list of the things that you want to learn and just tell the universe, okay, this is what I want to be good at. This is something that I'm interested in learning. So help me. And the universe is going to do that. The universe will bring the right information your way, and the right information, not all sorts of information that might be useful to you or that might not be useful to you. The universe will always guide you in the right direction in terms of your skills and your talents, pile 4. And that is a huge blessing. You have the blessing of the universe in terms of learning new things in terms of doing so many different things. Wow. And then we have this Tower and the 5 of Wands coming through for you. So, and this 5 of Pentacles here as well. Like I was saying, since you're so different, and somewhere people understand that your skills are unique, your talents are unique, and it is not, and people know that the kind of skills and talents you possess, pile 4, they'll never be able to have them. They'll never be able to possess those skills and those talents. And even if they do, they'll never be as good as you are. So if they want to learn how to maybe crochet something, okay, they're inspired by you. They're like, okay, pile 4 knows how to crochet. I also want to learn how to crochet. And like I'm saying, they won't have that kind of a support that you have. So it'll take them longer. And even if they do learn to crochet, they learn the skill, they won't be as good as you. It won't happen. Because that special blessing that you have, pile 4, is not going to be with them. It might take them longer to learn that skill, because they might be coming across all sorts of information that is not going to help them in any way. Wow. So yeah, and you guys can see over here with this 4 of Wands here, they're like unicorns over here with the horns going up. So what are unicorns? They're unique beings. They're a downright fantasy. People love unicorns, but people also know that unicorns don't exist. You are just like that. Your talents and your skills are just like that. People want to have those talents, but people also know that that cannot be possible. Somewhere, people know that you are truly blessed. Your talents truly come from this blessing that the universe has given you. So never think, pile 4 in your case especially, never think that the universe is against you, because it's not. It'll never be against you. The universe is always working for you. And this is a message that I'm getting specifically for your pile and not the other 3. I didn't get that okay, they shouldn't consider the universe their worst enemy or something, because some people do. In your case, the universe is your best friend, and it is going to give you things that other people they can't even imagine. Because right now you have the skills that other people cannot imagine, and they think that it's useless until a time comes when it won't be useless, when it is exactly what it is going to be required. Maybe you're somebody who's working on renewable energy sources or something, or you're somebody who's already like thinking about food sources and other things, and people are like, why are you worried? We have the resources right now. What are you worried about? You shouldn't even be thinking about such thing. You should be focusing on, for example, making more money. And you're like, no, I'm worried about this because somewhere the universe has given you that information. And you know that when the universe is trying to tell you something, it's just trying to tell it to you for a reason. It's going to be important in some time in your life. So always maintain that connection that you have with the universe, Pile 4. I feel like it is absolutely crucial for you to have that relationship. Never doubt the universe. Never doubt the information the universe is giving to you. Any piece of information that you're getting, whether it's on social media and it's coming to you, the internet is filled with all sorts of information. And you are going to get the information that the universe wants you to have. And that's true for everyone, you know. Why doesn't everybody get to read all the articles that are there online? Because the universe has decided, okay, this person needs this information. This person needs that information. So, Pile 4, whatever information you're getting, know that it is going to be important for you in your life, in your future, in terms of you trying to learn something. It's going to be important, and you need to be focused on that. And especially with the 3 of Wands coming through for you, I truly feel that in terms of your talents and the information that you're getting, it's going to be important for your future. So pay attention to every single message that you're receiving from the universe. Don't ignore anything. Don't be like, oh, this is not important for me. I don't have any use for it. Let's just keep scrolling, keep moving forward. No. Take that into account. Pay attention to it. All right. And then with this 4 of Wands here, like I'm saying, you're meant for success, Pile 4. 4 of Wands is the card of celebration. It's the card of recognition. It's that energy which is like in alignment with the universe. And you, Pile 4, one of the talents that you possess is always being in alignment with who you are and who the universe wants you to be. And you are always in alignment with the universe. So that's what I'm saying, sensing that even if the universe throws some challenge your way and you're struggling, you are dealing with a lot of conflict, both in outer and inner, even then you're like, you know, considering the kind of relationship you have with the universe, you're like, the universe is trying to teach me something here. The universe is trying to give me some sort of information through this challenge. You start figuring out what that information is rather than freaking out about the challenge that you're facing. Of course, everybody faces challenges in their life, and only the people who have a strong mindset, a strong positive mindset, are able to kind of overcome those challenges and come out on top and smile. Other people, sure, challenges come and they go. And if somebody's there who's panicking, who's thinking that they've failed, who's not taking this in a more positive way, even if they overcome the challenge, they're gonna come out feeling jaded. They're gonna come out feeling bitter and blaming everybody and maybe feeling like a victim. But in your case, you're like, okay, let's see what the universe is trying to teach me here. Let's connect. Let's ask the universe. Let's see what we get. So you have that kind of a mindset. And in your case, a Pile 4, whatever you want to learn, just ask the universe. It's really that simple for you. The universe will just guide you. It'll guide you on the right path. And the time it'll take for you to learn that skill or talent is going to depend on the kind of, how much you want to learn, how much the universe wants you to learn. And don't feel bad, Pile 4, that, for example, you were learning a particular skill. Okay, maybe you were learning how to do coding, that internet coding thing. Okay, you were learning how to code, and all of a sudden you were faced with a challenge, or the universe kind of took your life around or turned your life around in a way that you could no longer learn how to code. Okay, it was just kind of cut off in a way because you were supposed to focus on other things. So don't feel bad about the fact that you stopped to learn. You need to understand that, okay, this is how much the universe wanted me to learn, and the universe has given me all the knowledge that I needed to have in terms of that skill. Now the universe probably wants me to learn something new, so I need to put my focus and attention on those things rather than feel bad about something that I lost, like something that I can no longer do. So for you, even if the universe is cutting you off in some way, it is just doing that so that you can turn around and look at all the new things that you can learn. Wow. I feel like the universe is truly there for you. Pile 4. Okay, so we have repairing the veil, we have forgiveness. So you are big on that. That's why it's easier for you to move forward in life. Okay, we have the crossing, we have initiation. Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. Like, look, this person's kind of entered through a portal. Then we have fortune's wheel. We have luck and the right timing. I told you, pile 4. Right timing. Future. You are that divine being whose skills and whose talents are just waiting for divine timing. And the universe is teaching you. The universe is initiating you to new things and new skills. Whenever you want to learn something, like I'm saying, ask the universe. Just ask. Just manifest. Just tell the universe, okay, this is what I want to learn today. And you don't have to worry about its significance. If it's in your heart, if the desire is in your heart, the thought is in your mind, it is because the universe wants you to learn those things. And all you have to do is just go up to the universe and be like, okay, I want to sign up for this class now. So help me, teach me whatever it is that you want to teach me. And the universe will do just that. Some people people say that you need to be initiated into something by a teacher or something, right? By a mentor or an expert or something. In your case, the universe is your initiator. The universe is going to initiate you into anything that you want to learn. Every single talent that you possess, that you currently have, and all that you will have, pile 4, it is because the universe is going to initiate you into those things. So don't worry about finding the right person. You have the right energy. Pile 4, you're blessed to have that initiation coming straight from the source of everything. And forgiveness, that's why I'm saying it's easier for you to move on from life. It is easy for you to come out stronger in the face of adversity because you forgive. You're like, I don't have time to hold on to the negative energy. I'm just going to forgive and forget and move forward. You might not forget. You'll learn your lesson. You'll be like, okay, this is what the universe wanted to teach me. If this person did something to me, I was meant to learn a lesson, but I forgive that person and I'm moving forward. Big, massive spiritual energy coming through for you. Pile 4. Right, so yeah, this is all I have for you. Pile 4, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.